Hence it was a great Sabbath. Joe 19. 31, 42. Mr. 15. 42, 43. Lou 23. 54. Josephus quoted a decree of Caesar Augustus that said the Jews need not give bond to appear in court on the Sabbath or on the day of preparation for its Sabbath eve after the 9th hour, indicating that they began to prepare for the Sabbath at the 9th hour on Friday. Jewish Antiquities, 16, 163-6, 2. Regarding the morning of Jesus' trial and appearance before Pilate, which was in the morning period of Nisan 14, the Passover day having begun the evening before, John 19. 14 says, Now it was preparation of the Passover. In W. K. J. Some commentators have understood this to mean preparation for the Passover, and certain translations so render the verse. We see this, though, suggests that the Passover had not yet been celebrated, whereas the Gospel accounts explicitly show that Jesus and the apostles had celebrated it the night before. Lou 22. 15. Mount 26. 18-20. Mr. 14. 14-17. Christ perfectly carried out the regulations of the Lord, including the requirement to celebrate the Passover on Nisan 14. X 12. 6. La 23. 5. See Passover. The day of Jesus' trial and death could be viewed as the preparation of the Passover in the sense that it was the preparation for the 7-day festival of unfermented cakes that began the next day. Because of their closeness on the calendar, the entire festival itself was often included in the term Passover. And the day after Nisan 14 was always a Sabbath. Additionally, in 33 CE Nisan 15 fell on the regular Sabbath, making the day a great or double Sabbath. Presence. The Greek word from which presence is translated is parmiddle.remiddle.sia, formed from parmiddle.ra alongside and dimiddle.sia being. Derived from emiddle.me, meaning be. Hence, parmiddle.remiddle.sia means, literally, being alongside, that is, a presence. It is used 24 times in the Christian Greek scriptures, frequently with regard to the presence of Christ in connection with his messianic kingdom. Mount 24. 3. CNW Appendix, pages 1576, 1577. Many translations vary their renderings o textoi acute muritra longo, present 677 to coming for his saints, but his presence with them from that moment until his revelation and manifestation to the world. Liddell and Scott's Greek English Lexicon revised by H. Jones, Oxford, 1968, p. 1343 shows that parmiddle.remiddle.cia is used at times in secular Greek literature to refer to the visit of a royal or official personage. Secular Greek writings are, of course, helpful in determining the sense of this Greek term. However, even more effective is the use given the word in the Bible itself. At Philippians 2. 12, for example, Paul speaks of the Philippian Christians as obeying not during my presence parmiddle.remiddle.ci only, but now much more readily during my absence amiddle.pu-middle.ci. So, too, at 2 Corinthians 10. 10, 11, after referring to those who said that his letters are weighty and forceful, but his presence parmiddle.remiddle.cia in person is weak and his speech contemptible, Paul adds, let such a man take this into account, that what we are in our word by letters when absent amiddle.pontes, such we shall also be in action when present parmiddle.rontes. Compare also PHP 1. 24-27. Thus, the contrast is between presence and absence, not between an arrival or coming and departure. In view of this, J.B. Rotherham's emphasized Bible states in its Appendix P. 271. In this edition the word parousia is uniformly rendered presence, coming, as a representative of this word, being set aside. The sense of presence is so plainly shown by the contrast with absence that the question naturally arises. Why not always so render it? That Jesus parmiddle.remiddle.cia is not simply a momentary coming followed by a rapid departure but is, rather, a presence covering a period of time is also indicated by his words recorded at Matthew 24. 37-39 and Luke 17. 26-30. Here the days of Noah are compared to the presence of the Son of Man, the days of the Son of Man, in Luke's account. Jesus, therefore, does not limit the comparison just to the coming of the deluge as a final climax during Noah's days, though he shows that his own presence or days will see a similar climax. Since the days of Noah actually covered a period of years, there is basis for believing that the foretold presence or days of the Son of Man would likewise cover a period of some years, being climaxed by the destruction of those not giving heed to the opportunity afforded them to seek deliverance. Nature of Christ's parousia. Apar or presence, can, of course, be visible, and in 6 occurrences of the word the reference is to the visible, human presence of men, such as Stephanas, Fortunatus, Achaicus, Titus, and Paul. 1 Co 16. 17. 2 Co 7. 6, 7. 10. 10. php 1.